It says I'm live, so hello everyone. Even though there's nobody here yet. How are you doing today, tonight, this evening? I was thinking of playing Bridge Crew tonight. Hello, Salah. Hello, Charles. Hello, everyone. I was thinking of playing Bridge Crew tonight, but it's such a beautiful night, thought I would go for a walk. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm feeling kind of down. Not for any specific reason, just because depression is a bitch. And yeah, my face will go in and out. As I said, I'm walking, and it's at night, so. So I guess you've all heard the news about Eisenberg, which is very sad. I was lucky enough to have met him in Vegas this year, and really great guy. It's a real shame. He was a funny, clever guy. Samuel and Samuel's dad have been friends with him for quite some time. So I haven't even spoken to Samuel at all this weekend because he's been out and about. David Bessig here uses to go buy some happy drinks. It has been a rough day for all the Trek fandom. Oh, thank you very much. That was a very generous super chat. Thank you very much. I won't be buying drinks tonight, obviously, but really appreciate that, David. Did not expect that at all. So yeah, just wanted to chat with you guys. Hopefully I see your messages, all your messages. Drinks and depression don't mix. No, they don't. They really don't. But so anyway, yeah, as I was saying, Samuel and his dad have been friends with Aaron for quite some time. And when I met him in Vegas, I just want to share my story. It was on like the last day. I'd seen him around and I saw him on stage in his full Naga uniform and makeup. They did a family reunion with Lita and so Chase Masterson and Max Grodnick, who played Hiram. He was on stage. It was great. There's some video of it actually in my Vegas coverage, but anyway, met him last day. Shook his hand, introduced myself, Captain Foley from Trekyards. He's like, Trekyards, it sounds familiar. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, we're a YouTube-based web series. And I handed him the Trekyards card, and he's looking at it going, huh, I'll have to check that out. And then Samuel comes up, and I'm like, yeah, this is my partner, Commander Calkins. And Aaron's like, oh, this guy. Here, somebody take this card. I won't be needing this anymore. And he like hands it to like one of the creation or one of the handlers. This is a joke. He goes, oh, these guys are no good. Of course, he was just joking. But yeah, since he's known Samuel for quite some time, which I didn't know actually. So we got a chance to chat with him for a little bit. I think I got a picture with him. Not 100% sure on that though. If I do, it's on Samuel's phone and not mine. So I looked on my phone. I don't think I have anything with him, unfortunately. But it could be that we didn't even bother to get a picture as well. Didn't want to bug him. But great guy. Had a nice like half-hour long chat with him on the floor. And he was going to check out Trekyards. So. And then like about a week and a half ago, I shared a meme on Twitter. And it was a picture of Captain Nog, and it said Ensign Kim, open hail in frequencies. So showing that Nog's made it to captain, Harry Kim's still an ensign. So I tagged him and Garrett Wong, in it, and they both liked it, but I didn't really talk to him much, unfortunately. And then got the news last night before I went out that he was in critical condition. And when I got back from our evening out, found out that he had passed away. And still know the details. I know he's had liver issues his whole life, so I don't know if it's in regards to that or not, or something else happened. So I don't know the details, but it's just kind of shitty. I mean, he was only 50. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. If you guys want to share your thoughts of him on here, that would be great. I don't know if I'll be able to read all of them, as it's difficult to read these while I'm walking, but others will be able to see them in the chat, and I'll go back and rewatch this later. So but yeah, and I was feeling down before any of this happened, so I don't know. I just wish I had got to know him a bit better. I mean, he was such a great guy, and the fact that Samuel has known him for quite some time, as well as Garrett Wong as well. Garrett Wong I've met a few times now, so he knows me. But it's just a really shitty situation, and I just feel so bad for everyone. He was quite funny on stage in Vegas, dressed as Rom. He's like, oh, by the way, to Ira and everybody responsible for the DS9 documentary, I want to give a special message from Nog. And he says, cover your kids' eyes. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he like holds up the finger on screen, on stage. I got a great picture of that. And he kept holding it up for a few minutes, talking about the death of Captain Nog and how he did not approve. So that was funny, but yeah, it really sucks. Hey, Captain, hope you're doing okay. Aaron will be missed. What's got you down, Cap? I don't know. Just depression. I have no reason to be down. None. Things are going good. It's just one of those things. The other night I posted on Facebook that I was just feeling down and depressed, and feeling like this, you know, the work I do on YouTube and Trekyards doesn't compare to some other YouTubers out there. Like, I watch Lore Reloaded, a friend of mine. I watch Trekyards, not just his lives, but his actual videos. And I just watched his one on the 5 best TOS episodes. It was a really good video. I suggest you guys check it out. Trekyard on YouTube. I watch things like Kitwalski and Space Dock and things like that. And I don't feel like the work that I do on Trekyards is good. It's good. It's not good enough compared to the videos that those guys produce. So I was just feeling down, posted about that, and the response was fantastic. You guys, if you're on Facebook, I had hundreds of people comment saying that they appreciate what I do, or what we do at Trekyards, and that was great. Like, it really boosted my morale and really helped me out when I was down. And yeah, today today's been fine. It's just been the last, like, literally hour that I've just been feeling blah. So I was gonna go on and play some Bridge Crew. Then I'm like, well, it's a really nice night out. Maybe I should just go for a walk. It's Sunday night. It's not busy. The streets aren't busy. So here I am. So, and sorry if I don't read your comments, guys. Like I said, they go by rather quick, especially on the iPhone. And with it being on the stick, they're way the hell over there, so I gotta pull it really close to read them, so I apologize. I hate carrying around a selfie stick. I feel like a twat. Everybody looks at you like, oh, you're a pretentious asshole. Whatever. That's the best way to hold the phone. It's less crampy for my hand. But yeah, I don't know specifically why I'm down, guys, but I just am. And I have no issue sharing that I suffer from depression. I mean, it's something that a lot of people suffer from. So if I'm feeling down, I want to tell people that I'm feeling down tonight, you know? I'm not looking for sympathy or anything. It's just, I've got a lot of comments saying that people appreciate that I do that. And it helps them out to know that other people have it, so. Just think of yourself as an Asian tourist, it's fine. Just click, 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 click. So yeah, nothing specific to talk about tonight. Like I said, if you guys want to share any meetings or encounters you might have had with Aaron, now is a good time to do so. I think, I haven't discussed it with Samuel yet, but considering how much he knew Aaron, I think Trekyards might do a live this week talking about Nog's best moments or something. We'll see. I don't know if, well, I'm sure that's something you guys would want to see, but yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, so if you guys have any comments or questions, I'm also stressed. I think that's another reason. Not this weekend, but the following weekend is London Comic Con. And as I said, with that, I will be doing the emceeing for the Denise Crosby Q&A on the main stage, and I am stressed about that. I'm nervous about that. Michael Parker, thank you, $5. Rest in peace, Nog. So I'm stressed about that because I've got to, I have a huge fear of public speaking. Most people do. And this is on the main stage, so that means people just walking around the floor can also see it. So it's going to be like a lot of eyes on me. I've never interviewed somebody or asked questions of somebody. Really? Samuel usually does that for Trekyards because he's so good at it. He comes up with great questions that they haven't been asked before. So I'm just very stressed about that. Very stressed. Samuel is, of course, going to give me some questions to ask her, so that's good. But I always get nervous before London Comic Con or any con we do, because we are doing a Trekyards panel as well. The Denise Crosby thing is on Saturday around 3:30, 3:45. And then on Sunday we have a Trekyards panel like we have done for the past 5 years at London Comic Con. And which will be streamed live, guys. So if you guys can't make the London Comic Con, you can still see the topic we're talking about. It'll just be a regular live. And about half hour or so for me, because then only have the room booked for that long. But after I leave, I'm sure Samuel will continue it like he did last year, because doing the live format is a good way to do it. So I'm stressed about that. I think that's another reason for the depression. But, you know, I could be wrong. I don't know. So, this is London Comic Con. And then I just booked my flight to the UK on the 23rd of October. Going from the 23rd to the 29th, or the 28th, I can't remember. 28th, I think. And never been to the UK. And Sylvia's not going with me, I'm going by myself, so a little bit stressed about that as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in Birmingham. Charles puts in $4.99. Can't afford as much as David, but here you go. You can talk to me anytime. You have my number. Thank you, Charles. UK is awful. Great, good to know. Plus, I also rented a car while I'm down there because I want to visit a friend in Norwich that I've never actually met in person. We've talked for a few years. Matt, you know, it's you. He's actually going to the convention as well, so I'm not sure if I'm going there, his place on the Thursday or whatever, or if we're just hanging out at the convention. But anyway, rented a car, and of course they drive like on the wrong side of the road over there. Well, despite the fact that they think that they're in the right, and we messed that up. We didn't. They just drive on the wrong side of the road. So we're worried about that, stressed about that. I got a lot of stress, and that's really kicking my depression up a notch. Rampant Fury 925. I heard Eisenberg should be added to the STO memorial sometime this week. Yes. And I'm sure, I was thinking about this today actually, I'm sure next year in Vegas they'll have a Eisenberg theater, because they got a Nimoy theater and a DeForest theater for the panels and stuff. So I'm sure they'll make one for Aaron. But so yeah, lots on my mind, and I think that's one of the reasons that it's tripped my depression. Plus this news with Aaron, it's just like, he's 50. He's only 5 years older than me. So I know he's had liver issues his whole life, but still, that kind of, when you get older and you hear that people that your age are dying, like a few years ago, probably 6 years ago or more, my best friend from high school, Mike Mueller, actually just passed away from a huge, massive heart attack. And he was in better shape than I was. Just had a widowmaker and just dropped dead. And I've been friends with him, like he was my best friend for like 20 plus years. So he was actually younger than me by about 7 months. So that shit happens, and it really kicks you in the nuts and says, you know what? And I can't imagine what my dad is going through. My dad's like 75 this year, and a lot of people he knows, of course, they're older, they're passing away. You really get a sense of your own mortality, and I don't know, it's a great talk, guys. Great discussion. Yeah. So I hope I'm not bringing everybody down. So I apologize. Let's see if I can read some of these comments. We all go at some point. It's best to just acknowledge that and live the best we can. Totally agree with that. But still, sometimes it just sits on your mind. And just when you think things are getting fine and you're not thinking about things, then it happens to somebody else. And there was a time 20 plus years ago when I thought I was bulletproof when I thought that nothing could happen to me. I did stupid shit, and I'm lucky I survived. But now that bulletproof feeling has worn off, probably another reason I decided to go for a walk tonight. I need to get in a bit better shape. So, like I said, lots going on. And it doesn't really help with the depression, that's all. Canada question. Are the speed limits in kilometers per hour? Yes, they are, as they should be. I am a troll. Somebody call Kent Blockman. Okay. Well, hey, we're all a bunch of old farts. I've heard that walking while you live stream is a great way to stay in shape. Well, you've heard that, have you? Makes it hard to read the chat, I can tell you that. Good night, Captain. Thank you, Josh. Plus, then I sound like I'm out of breath, which I am, because, like I said, I'm out of shape. So, I still might do Bridge Crew tonight. I don't know. David Schroeder puts in $5. Thank you. I lost my dad in 2017 and then my mom in 2018. So it has opened my eyes. It depressed me. Hang in there, Captain. Thank you. Well, that's the other thing. I still have both my parents. They're both 75 this year. My dad turned 75 in April. My mom turned 75 in August. And my mom's not doing the best anymore. She's very frail. So that's another thing that's gonna hit me at some point. And I always think about that when I book a trip. I'm like, well, what happens if something happens while I'm on the trip? So yeah, nothing I can do about it. All I do is make sure to see them when I can. Although I do put off seeing them sometimes, or if I'm too busy, I won't answer their phone call. I'll wait, check the message, because to be perfectly honest, I'm afraid that one of these days when it's a phone call, it'll be dad saying, that something happened to mom or whatever. So I almost don't want to answer those sometimes. It's just for fear. Let it go to voicemail. Obviously, if it's important, he'll leave a message, and it's usually like, hey, Stuart, give dad a call when you can. And it's like, okay, then I know that everything's fine. So, Cinnabon Bunny puts in $5. Sorry you're feeling down, Cap. Hope you feel better soon, man. Well, thank you. You guys are great. You are really great. You guys are a good source of therapy. So I thank all of you for just being you. So yeah, my dad's still in good shape and healthy and all that, but he's also saying too, you know what, you guys, I have two older brothers. He says, when I pass on, there's a bunch of shit you're gonna have to deal with in this house. Like, he's got a huge collection of trains, and he's also been an avid gun collector for my whole life. So we got a lot to deal with when that happens, and I'm not looking forward to that. David Bessick puts in $2. We are always here for you as you are here for us. Thank you, man. That's very much appreciated. Please tell me that was just not a drop of rain. The forecast said it wasn't going to rain, and it would suck balls if it rained. So yeah, lots on my mind, probably more than you guys anticipated when you tuned into this live. Kind of a heavy conversation, and I apologize for that. Yeah, it's rain. God damn it. Feeling a couple drops of rain right now. The sky looks pretty clear though, so not too worried about it. And then I get depressed, like I said, and I feel like I'm not good enough, or that I shouldn't be where I am. I shouldn't have what I have. I don't deserve it. I haven't earned it. I'm not good enough. And then think about people like Aaron's wife, girlfriend, who's now dealing with the loss of him. And it's like, now I feel like a complete asshole for feeling bad when I have nothing to feel bad about. That's one of the problems with depression. You can have everything going for you and still suffer from depression. Like The Rock, multi-million-dollar actor, sports performer, great physical shape, top of his game right now. He's starring in movies, but he battles with depression and gets in slumps. And I think to myself, well, what do you have to be depressed about? And then I think, wow, Captain Foley. Not that I call myself Captain Foley, but wow, Stuart, you're an asshole. You have depression too, so why are you questioning that? I just feel like money can't buy you happiness. I do believe that. But money can make you comfortable enough that you don't have to worry about a source of revenue, money. So you can handle things a bit better. I don't know. I beat myself up about a lot of things. Like I said, I feel guilty for feeling the way I do, thinking the things I think. So hey guys, to everybody that's tuned in, 53 of you, thank you very much for watching. 27 likes. You guys are amazing. But 57 of you here, come on. Everybody hit like. Let's get those YouTube algorithms working in our favor. And that goes back to what I was talking earlier about what I do on Trekyards and how I feel it's not good enough. It doesn't compare with what other YouTube creators are doing. Like Trekyards, it's going to be 5 years old, October 10th. We've been doing this for 5 years. We have 50,700 and some odd subscribers. Channels like, thank you Joshua, says hang in there Captain, thank you. Channels like Space Stock, Lore Reloaded, all those guys, they started after us. We featured all of them on our channel at some point because we love helping people out. They've all surpassed us in numbers hugely. And I just feel like, and now Space Stock won't even talk to us. I messaged him a while ago and he did chat with me like a year and a half ago. But it's almost like they're too good for us now. Lore Reloaded is still a good guy. He checks in on me all the time and just makes sure that I'm feeling okay, because him and I both suffer from issues and past with wives and exes and stuff like that. So don't want to talk out of class on that, but yeah, I just feel like we're just not YouTube famous. Like the algorithms have never really favored us. We don't get huge spikes in subscribers and all that, which is fine. I mean, we do it because we love it. So, but I really want to get to 100,000 subscribers and get that silver play button. It's like one of my goals. So if that takes another 5 years, I don't care. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully we'll have a nice subscriber jump at some point. He's speeding. Hopefully we'll have a huge subscriber jump at some point. And yeah, that's one of my bucket list things, I guess, is to get that silver play button for 100,000 subscribers. Not that that's a big deal anymore, but I would love to get the gold one, but that's 1 million subscribers, and I can see that never happening. So David Bessick, wow. Puts in $10. With my PTSD, I made a deal with myself that I could not be held accountable for the things I think in my mind, and that those thoughts can be used by myself to judge myself, if that helps. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, It does. I am my own worst enemy. I absolutely, 100% without a doubt, am my own worst enemy. But yeah, they're just been me rambling for however long this has been. 30 minutes. Feels like longer, and it also feels like shorter amount of time's gone by, but so I'm sorry if you're tuning in, you didn't expect this. But Jamal says, I hate that YouTube dangles those buttons as carrots for people. You have better content than they do. And it's not laced with hate. That means more. Yeah, well, that opens up the Doomcock and the Mecha Random comparisons, because there's purely hate and their subscriber counts are insane, considering how long they've been around, which annoys me to no end. Squadra course puts in $10. While most individuals will eventually be forgotten, the good deeds we do carry forward. We encourage and inspire others, and they do the same. Those echoes of us and the loved ones last forever. That's awesome. That's what we like to tell ourselves. We're documenting Star Trek history. Not so much with our episode reviews or all that. Even the ship analysis videos, you know, those are just for fun. But it's the interviews with Doug Drexler, Rick Sternbach, John Eves, all the insiders that will be there for posterity, that we feel proud of. Just in case puts in $10. Hang in there, sir. You guys do great work. Well, thank you very much. So we like to feel that we're documenting Star Trek history. Even 15 years from now, if people look back on our reviews of Discovery and are like, why did people hate the show so much? You know, they got our analysis of the good and the bad. I don't know. Again, I feel like I'm rambling right now, but I like to tell myself that my whole life, I never knew what I wanted to do with my life. Never had a clear vision. Yeah, sure, I wanted to be when I was young, I wanted to be a marine biologist for some fucking weird reason. But then I wanted to be a private investigator. Well, guess what? When I was 21, I got my chance. I got an apprenticeship, got my PI license, did that for a good 6 years. But by that point, I had a family, I had kids, I needed to be at home more regularly, so I couldn't go on 2-week, 2-week trips away from home. So I got a retail job and was a manager assistant manager at People's Jewelers for a few years. Worked at a Blockbuster as assistant manager for a few years. So I had more regular 9-to-5 type hours close to home. Went through some shit, had a divorce, whole schmozzle of issues. Finally got a job at a call center in London. I don't people well, and depression doesn't help that. So managed to hold on to that job for like a year. And if you're from London area, you probably know it. It's Stream. It's now Convergys or whatever the fuck it's called now. They keep changing owners. But Stream, the shithole of London. So finally told the customer to go fuck themselves because they were being rude, and stood up and said, I'm quitting because you're probably gonna fire me after you hear that call. But Jay Jaskins 43, 90, $100. Thank you very much. Keep your head up, Cap. I love the authenticity and love you guys putting the channel. Keep it up. Thank you. That was very generous. Thank you very much. But anyway, so I quit that job and immediately went to one of the investigation agencies in the area and got my PI job back. I did that for a number of years. I've worked insurance fraud, I've worked online fraud, a few different other things. And Now I'm more of a consultant because it's a boring job. You know, I grew up watching Magnum PI with my dad. It's one of the reasons I wanted to be a PI. And you know, I don't get a Ferrari, don't get a gun, but it's a lot more paperwork and bullshit than anything else. So I kind of achieved what I wanted to be pretty early on, and it wasn't what I wanted. So I never knew what I wanted to do with my life. And then Trekyards started, and I thought, okay, it's just a hobby. We're gonna make a few videos, that's it. A few people might watch them, have some fun. And now this is what I do, and it's insane. Stephen Mulvey, 20 New Zealand dollars, thank you. Hi Cap, I know how you feel sometimes. I have OCD and depression too. Never apologize for how you feel, sir. Well, I'm Canadian. It's my job to apologize for everything. What I feel, what I perceive. But no, so then Trekyards came along, and now it's like almost a full-time thing, right? And I'm really proud of what we've done until I get depressed. And I'm like, wow, you know, I could go back, we could change some things and make this better. And we lost a lot of subscribers when we didn't automatically hate Discovery. Stupid shit like that, right? But at least I keep telling myself we're documenting Star Trek history, we're talking to these designers, we're getting inside stories, some of which maybe they've never told anybody else, hopefully, or at least that it's been recorded for posterity. So, and I'm sorry guys if I'm not reading the chat. I can see it, they pop up, it's on the phone, so it's like one, and then it fades away. So I really apologize. The super chatters are not more important than the regular chat guys. I can't afford it. I don't want to come across like that. That's not the case at all. If I was at home on the computer, I'd be reading a lot more, but. So anyway, that's where this whole live has gone. Wow. It's a good therapy session. Who needs to speak to a psychiatrist when I can just lay it all out to you guys? So I've basically done that. So, I mean, if there's anything you guys want to talk about, any questions or anything, let me know. I feel bad talking about myself when Aaron has just passed away, but like I said, we'll likely do a live talking about him and favorite moments from that we thought about Nog, our favorite moments, good episodes, and hopefully you guys will tune in and share your favorite things about Aaron Eisenberg and Nog as well. So stay tuned. One day this week, I'm sure that's what we'll do. Yeah. I'm all out of breath for talking too much. So, can you send in some stories about Aaron for you guys to share? Well, if you join the live, you can write them in the chat. We'll read them. If you can't make it to the live, depending on when it's scheduled, yeah, just email them to trekyards@hotmail.com, and we'll try to read as many as we can. Like I said, I was honored to have finally met him this year in Vegas. It was just, I wish I could have known him longer. That's all. He was a great guy, and yeah. Point out to the stars and dedicate the gesture to Aaron. There you go, guys. There's no real stars out tonight, but there you go. He's sitting in the big captain's chair in the sky, as I like to think. So, but yeah. Whew. Hey, you did a great job walking and talking better than me. Well, thanks. I always pointed to Nog as Star Trek's best example of character development. Oh, absolutely. As tribute, I watched it It's Only a Paper Moon. Yeah, a lot of people have been doing that. I'm sure there'll be a special screening of that, maybe in Birmingham, end of October, but probably at Vegas as well next year. They should really do that. Yeah, and it's starting to rain now. So thank you for coming on this walk with me. Somebody the other night when I was doing my live said you should do more walks. Walk live videos. So here we are. Yeah, guys, please hit like for this video. 52 likes. 62 of you here. 10 of you haven't hit like yet. Yeah. Yeah. If you could, if I could go to Canada, I would have picked up the cap in my semi-truck just for the heck of it. Don't melt. No melting allowed. Well, I'm not a witch, so I think we're good. Although I'm comprised completely of maple syrup, considering I'm Canadian. Maple syrup and apologies. Rampant Fury 925 puts in $2. Thank you. I just read Nichelle Nichols is retiring next May. Yeah, this is her last circuit that she's on. That's why we, both Samuel and myself, saw her in Vegas. Samuel got some stuff signed by her. I've already got her signature, but her autograph. But yeah, this is her last run of conventions. So this is her last Vegas that just passed. So I thought you were gonna say she was sick or something, and I would have been like, no. Because another Star Trek alum passed away yesterday. That was one of the TOS Romulans. I can't remember the actor's name offhand, so I feel like an idiot. But well, Tim Hortons is the glue that holds the maple syrup to the apologies. So, yeah, like I said, I'm sorry if I missed your comment or whatever in the chat, guys, but I appreciate you guys coming along for the walk. Just heading down my street now. I don't know if I'll call it quits when I get inside or not, or if I'll still chat for a few minutes. We will see. But gotta say, I don't know if it was the walk, the endorphins, whatever, just chatting with you guys, but I feel a lot better than when I started this walk. So that's a bonus. Yeah, Beck 28, it is sad. Well, I know, told my wife I wanted to go through DS9 again. I have depression. Exercise really helps, except I hate exercise. I'm like allergic to it. I find exercise leaves me alone with my thoughts too long, especially if I'm just going for a walk and I don't have music or something, or you guys to talk to. I just beat myself up in my brain during the hour-long walk or whatever it is. So, I mean, that's not good, but I find that's almost detrimental in a way, even though the exercise is good. The mental solitude sometimes isn't. Even if you have music or whatever, usually when I go for a walk and I just want to get away from anything, I will put on a audiobook, like a Star Trek audiobook. That's great to walk to. It really is, or do exercise too. Get your Star Trek info locked in your head while you're getting in shape or getting healthy. So I recommend it over music. Star Trek audiobooks, yep. I've got quite a few. Most of them are on cassette, but you can find a lot on YouTube. You did an hour-long walk, dude, that's great. Well, it's only been 44 minutes and 44 seconds so far, but generally, yeah, I walk for an hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. at night. I can do about 1 kilometer in about 9 minutes, 8.5 if I power walk. So you do the math. I do like a good 7 or 8 kilometers some nights. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Tonight was more of a stroll than a walk. Really wasn't walking at a quick enough pace to make it really beneficial, but I'm sweating, but that's because it was hot today, man. Hot and humid, and it's still very humid out. It's not cool at all. It was also windy today, but the wind didn't do much to get rid of the heat. Now that the wind stopped, it's like just brutally hot. So, whew. Yeah, I hope I've, I was gonna say I hope I helped some of you, but I don't know if I helped you at all. It's me rambling about myself, but hope I didn't bore you, essentially. So if you stuck around, I really appreciate it. If you're just tuning in and go, what the hell is this guy doing? He's an asshole, then I apologize. But if you're thinking that, you can kindly get the fuck out of here, and I really wouldn't care. So, sorry, I haven't really swore this captain's log. I gotta get one in. Not a captain's log, captain's walk, away mission, whatever. So, I'm home now, so it's time for the dogs to go insane. Need some water too. Hope we helped you. You guys did. You really did. You gave me some advice and told me a few things, and I appreciate it, guys. I really do. Like I said, it's better than talking to a therapist a lot of times, because all you do is talk to them and they just listen. Sometimes offer some information, but DGR Blue, keeping yourself. Yeah, I might go in, and when I go in, I'm obviously going to go in. I'm not going to maybe go into my house. When I go in, I might live stream some captains or some bridge crew, sorry. But then again, that being said, it is 11:32. It's not too late. I usually start between 10 and 12. I like to finish around 12:30 or like 1 at the latest, though. So I don't know. I don't know if I will tonight. You can expect something like that this week for sure. I'll be doing a few bridge crew sessions, I think, this week. Sylvia was going to do a live today initially because we did our rundown of season 2 and what we thought of it. She was going to go through and do her own. She was going to hijack the channel. I was, of course, going to be with her, but talk about with super chats and stuff. But she was going to come on, and then she went for a nap, and we had a busy day. Her mom came over and visited for a bit, and it just didn't pan out, so I apologize for that. Not that I advertised it. It's not like I scheduled it. I was going to, but she wasn't sure, and so I thought, no, hold off. So you are getting a live today, but it's just me being depressing, so I apologize. I hope I haven't depressed anybody. But she might join us for the Trekyards season 1 review that we do of all of season 1 of TNG, the drunk Trekyards we do. She might join us for that to give her thoughts on the episodes we're going to be talking about, because we're going to go do a complete recap of all the episodes we watched in season 1 and how we think about them now. And the dogs are looking at me. The dogs think I'm crazy because oh, they just left. They were in the window a second ago. Maybe they'll come back. They think I went to the door because they're stupid, apparently. By the way, don't come and creep in my house, because that'll get you a restraining order. I can creep looking in my house, but oh, there's the pug. Yeah, oh, and there's Dot. Oh, they're barking now. They're like, what the hell? Something's not right. That's not Dieters. Dieters would come into the house. Hi, puppies. Okay. Hey. Hi. Hi. And you. You. Big mess of shoes. Let's see here. Shh. Rampant Fury 925, $5 Canadian, thank you. Wanted to ask, since Ethan Peck played Spock in Discovery, do you think we might get a peek at other new actors portraying the TOS crew? I don't know. They told us we would not get a Kirk and we would not get a Spock, and they lied about that. We got a Spock. So I can see Kirk showing up if Discovery makes it a couple more seasons. I can see something like that happening. Like, let's be honest. But yeah, I need to get a drink. Is there no... My water glass is empty. So do you guys feel like creepers, following me around my house? Yeah, you feel like creepers? Well, you should, because it's creepy and you're weird. It's a lovely house. You have done well for yourself, but well, thank you. My stream is having a temporal distortion. That's not good. Why is it having a temporal distortion? Thank you, and great question. I kind of warmed up to the news. Yeah, I like the news box. I really do. So I think you did a good job with it. I don't know. Are you guys, do you have any more questions? Anything you'd like to talk about? Because if not, I'll probably call it quits for tonight. And like I said, maybe play Bridge Crew, but I kind of doubt it, to be perfectly honest with you. Stephen Mulvey, 50 New Zealand dollars. Thank you very much. Hi again, Cap. Just had a thought. When I said never apologize for how you feel, I really hope it didn't sound like a criticism. I really didn't mean it that way. I say sorry a lot too. Do you think I could be an honorary Canadian? I didn't take it that way at all. I know exactly what you mean. Just be you. Don't apologize to anybody for it. As I said, if there's anybody here that doesn't like what I'm doing, they can go fuck themselves. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, never apologize for who you are, but... And yes, you definitely can have an honorary Canadian membership, citizenship, from Captain Foley, if that means anything. I could even mail you one, signed by Captain Foley. Not authorized by the Canadian government by any means, but, saying sorry, that's one of the first things you have to learn before you can get your Canadian citizenship. Say sorry for everything. TMNT in the background. Well, no, those are actually a pair of real Psi. My brother is a fourth or fifth Dan black belt now. He's got his own dojo. Not his own dojo, but he teaches karate in Stratford, wherever they rent the YMCA or whatever. So he's been doing that for quite a few years. My dad's a fourth degree black belt, but I think Steve's now fifth. Those are real Psi that he gave Sylvia one year because Sylvia wanted some Psi. So those are there, and we got some morning stars over here with little descriptions under each of them. There's the 16th century Italian mace on the bottom, right there. At the top, the 16th century German mace. I'll have to do a house tour live sometime. Over here I got some of my swords. Probably recognize this one from Lord of the Rings, and there's a Scottish one up there, and this is one of the Excalibur swords. More swords here. Got the Highlander sword, and there's the Dragon Slayer sword right there with a little removable dagger. I'm gonna do an episode on my swords, guys, I promise. Over here we got 3 more katanas. 2 of them are dragon head ones. One's a standard one. If we come in here and turn a light on, we got more in the corner there. There's another Highlander one. This is the Kurgan's sword. Some training swords, some other ones as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a whole video on my sword collection at some point. So there's more that aren't here right now. They're hidden throughout the house. Not really hidden, but I mean, I got some. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got some back there. So don't fuck with my house, man. And if a zombie apocalypse comes, just remember, swords don't need to be reloaded, and they're quiet, so you don't attract the attention of the other zombies. Do I like tacos? I love tacos. I love tacos of all kinds. Even flesh tacos, if you know what I'm saying. But yes, I like tacos. Who doesn't like tacos? If you don't like tacos, I don't want to be your friend, because there's something wrong with you, or you're a liar. What are you up to tonight? Well, I just went for a walk and just came back, so you need to watch the video. We had a nice long discussion about some things. Rendezvous at Stuart's place for a zombie apocalypse. Check. Yes, I would definitely lead you guys in a zombie apocalypse. I got enough weapons. We'll have a good time, you know, party, talk Star Trek. Mr. Red Panda, you missed a good one. You got to go back and watch it. It's only 56 minutes long so far, but went for a nice long walk, had a nice talk. Kind of depressing, but it is what it is. But you should check it out. I feel like I need to go and play some Bridge Crew now, but I don't know if I want to. I'm all sweaty and I got to put on a VR headset, and worst thing to do is do that when you're sweaty. So, oh, and new couches. There's Dot. Oh, we got new couches just the other week, and there's Precious. Hello. Hello. Oh. Damn selfie stick thing. Hi. Oh, she gets so excited when I say hi. Hi. I know. Dieter's is back from his walk. Oh. Kiss. Oh, because the Chihuahua was kissing me, the pug got jealous. It happens all the time. Do you have any swords from Lord of the Rings? Just the one that's on the wall over there. But yeah, I'll do a complete captain's log on my swords at some point, and it'll probably be on the Captain Foley personal channel. I don't want to clutter up the Trekyards channel with a lot of non-Star Trek related stuff, but we have such a bigger audience here that I tend to always do that anyway. But I want to get more people over on the Captain Foley personal channel, so if you're not subscribed, go. DGR Blue 4, towel off, pour a tasty beverage, and let's blow up some enemies. DGR 4, you talked me into it. I will meet you in-game in probably, give me 10-15 minutes. At 12 o'clock, I'll start streaming again. So there'll be a Bridge Crew live stream in a minute. Thank you very much, DGR Blue, for talking me into it. Let's go kill some things in VR. But yeah, I do have to towel off. Look at this sweat. I'm all glistening and shiny. I'm sparkly. See you in a bit. Yes, just stay tuned, guys. I'm just gonna literally power up the PlayStation right now and get that underway. And yeah, I need to get a drink though. Yeah, very dry mouth. If you could time travel to what? If you could time travel, what period would you like to visit? There's so many. That's a whole live stream on its own. But yeah, all right. Well, I'll see you guys in game in a minute. Talk soon, guys. Live long and prosper. Until we meet on Bridge Crew, and no more live long and prosper. It's kill everyone. Just because. See you soon, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll chat with you guys soon.